G'day, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Isaac Butterfield, and it is my horrific duty to inform you that trans TikTok star Dylan Mulvaney may very well be starring in her very own movie. And what makes it even worse, it's going to be a remake of Legally Blonde, this movie here. A lot of people know it from their childhood, and now that's just going to be Dylan Mulvaney taking over the lead role. If you don't know who Dylan Mulvaney is, it's this person.
Day 12 of being a girl, and I just picked up some tampons. Day 17 of being a girl, and I am the bearded lady. Ah! Day 74 of being a girl, round of applause for the makeup. And I wore this outfit shopping today. Day 84 of girlhood, I am a champion.
Who showcased her journey from a man to a woman over a year period and then was named Woman of the Year. Turns out it's really easy to achieve that amazing goal. Also did sponsorship for tampons. Interesting thing to do considering she doesn't have the correct whatever. You know what I'm talking about. It's ridiculous. Point being, she nearly destroyed Bud Light. That's how powerful this beautiful woman is. Anyway, before I go any further, ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving away $500. That's right, $500. All you have to do is make sure you've subscribed to this channel, follow my Instagram, and then screenshot both of those and send it to my DMs on Instagram. Okay, I'm going to pick someone from random to win $500, and I'll announce it next week. Screenshot, send it to me. Very good. Speaking to Pink News ahead of her West End debut later this month, where she'll star in a new musical, We Aren't Kids Anymore. That's actually a typo. It says, We Don't Have Dicks Anymore. The trans theatre star said she'd be keen to lead the Legally Blonde musical, but securing the rights is so hard. Okay, so this may be a little bit of a bullshit clickbait headline that she was going to star in Legally Blonde. And I've been sucked in, you've been sucked in. And you know what? Maybe this film is perfectly made for Dylan. I mean, it's about a lady called Elle Woods, and Dylan probably still can get wood, who was played by Reese Witherspoon. And in the film, she has it all, but she wants one more thing, and that is the hand in marriage of the fucking hot bloke. What's his name? Matthew Davis, this guy. But he won't propose because she's too blonde. But in this case, he won't propose because she's got a dick. Maybe, allegedly. Who knows? According to Pink News, though, they are in talks. There's conversations about allowing Mulvaney to use the rights to create this on Broadway. So maybe we will see finally what we've all been asking for, and that is a Legally Blonde with someone who's legally a dude. Actually, is she? I don't know anymore. Good on you, mate. Whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no doubt that Dylan Mulvaney is the queen of the woke community. And I tell you what, there's some people that are gunning for her spot. And Dylan has inspired me, okay, today. So here's a compilation of the best woke TikToks that I could find over the past month.
I'm getting really sick of seeing this comment. I have a woman's voice. I have a woman's face, woman's body. Is the man in the room with us?
Okay, a woman's body. Do you have all of the parts? Does that make you a woman? I mean, listen, I would obviously be very polite and I would call you a woman and be nice. But when you get aggressive about it, people are just going to go, hey, that's not being polite. How about you shut the fuck up, for starters, calm down, and understand this. You were born biologically male and you remain biologically male. All right? I'll call you a woman. I'll be polite. That's the nice, appropriate thing to do. But don't be fucking yelling and pointing at cameras and carrying on, all right, mate? Fucking chill out. Oh, here's another video of her. You can see her cock. That's fucking horrifying. She does have a cock. There you go. How good. Congratulations.
We're on this line, and we were instructed that allies could come and stand on this line to remind other white people that this is a space for black people.
What the fuck is this?
You know, black spaces are important and that they should be enjoyed by black people, for black people.
Blackout, an all-black healing space. So this guy who posted this, Andrew, said, I recently went on a podcast and referenced the White Body Shield Volunteer Legion that was often present in Portland and Seattle during the strange summer of 2020 after George passed. And literally like 1,000 people said that I was lying for dramatic effect. So I just want to leave this here for archival purposes. All right, so these are white people creating a space just for black people. Wasn't that outlawed a while ago?
And that's not our job to be interested in there. That's not our space. Our space is to help hold the line.
We're here to stand as a physical monument in order to represent the idea that it should be safe.
The white savior complex is fucking hilarious, all right? It's like it's the same as all the dudes, the male feminists out there. They think that they're the ones to save women from the evils, and these white people think they're the ones to save black people from the evils of the world. Mate, no one wants to be treated differently because of the color of their skin. And this whole idea about being a shield for people, like standing around making sure that they don't get attacked by the police. Fuck off. Suck my hideous scrotum. How dare you think you are so much better than other people that you need to protect them? You are nobody. You are not helpful. You are thriving on providing pity for people. What a disgraceful way to live.
Some people say that allowing trans athletes to compete in women's sports would result in more injuries to cis athletes or give trans athletes an unfair advantage.
Obviously, this is absolutely correct. Look at Fallon Fox. She broke the fucking skull of a lady in MMA. Anyway, go on.
But trans athletes are regularly beaten by cis athletes.
Yeah, okay. Sure, sometimes they do get beaten. But that just means that they're not as good as the females in there. There's lots of females that can beat men in different sports, right? Whether that be marathon racing, 100-meter racing, like every professional female 100-meter athlete in the world would beat me, right? Just because they become trans and then go compete against women doesn't mean that they're going to automatically beat them. But what it does mean is if they were any good as a man, then they would go and beat them. But maybe that's not even true. We see some swimmers. Let me pull this up. Leah Thomas, okay? We all know Leah Thomas, this swimmer. When Leah was a man, she came 554th in the world in swimming, okay? When she became a woman, she came 5th. So yes, it was not unfair to have her compete against 4 of those women, but for all the other ones, it's fucking unfair.
And even in sports like rugby, they don't cause more injuries than cis women of the same size.
Turn me into a woman. Turn me into a woman, and I will fuck up every female rugby player in the world. Sorry, but I will. All right? I'm 110 kilos of rippling little bit of muscle, a little bit of body fat, a little bit of dad bod. All right, I'll fuck them up. I will fuck them up. I'm sorry, but that's just the reality of the situation. Sure, if you're a skinny dude and you become a woman and you go and play, everyone will probably be fine. But if you're a fucking, what is known in the rugby world as a prop, or what I used to play, a front rower, mate, you put that in women's sports and you'll fuck them up, all right? It's just unfair. It's so super unfair.
You know, I really take pride in the fact that I really think I'm like the first straight guy to get long, the funky nails like this. Because whenever you see straight men get nails, it's like they usually just get their shit painted and that's it. Like whenever you see a guy that does get long nails.
This is what I hate about cities, right? If you go to a city, you'll find someone like this, dressed like this, and everyone will be walking around going, wow, that person is such an individual. Look at them. All right. If you go to the country, everyone's like, get that fucking job now. Christ. I can't deal with these people. I don't even want to listen to what you have to say.
Shame! Shame!
Ah, this is at Mardi Gras. This is posted by the Young Greens, the far left-leaning party here in Australia, and they're booing the gay police. They are homosexual, lesbian, bi, trans police officers, not the gay police as in they lock up gay people. They might do both, I don't know, but...
Shame on you! Shame on you!
Imagine that.
Shame! Not welcome! Not welcome! Shame! Shame on you!
And this is posted by the fucking government page. Wow, that's disgusting. Fuck you. Thank you very much to the police officers who serve and keep our community safe. And fuck these idiots.
Star turned restaurateur Thomas Straker has caused something of a stir with a recent Insta post. The chef, aka the CEO of All Things Butter, is the latest to be slammed online after posting a picture of his all-white, all-male restaurant lineup. The picture posted outside his Notting Hill restaurant.
You can't even post a picture of white dudes anymore.
Captioned Chef Team Assembled was almost immediately hit with a fierce backlash, with critics questioning why he'd not hired any women.
They're not critics, they're just fucking cocksuckers on Instagram.
Of colour, and was accused of promoting the food industry as a white boys club. And his reaction? Straker told people to calm down.
Who gives a shit what colour the chefs are? Who cares? He lives in a country that is predominantly white. And maybe the chefing industry is predominantly white. Maybe the people he knows are predominantly white. Or maybe he's a huge racist. But let's not jump to that conclusion immediately. Who cares what someone's color is? I wouldn't give two fucking fucks if I went to a restaurant and every fucking chef was black. Who cares? Who cares?
This poster is banned at UTS.
Okay, we're going to post it there about boys being misogynistic.
Just 2 days before International Women's Day, the university's Deputy Vice Chancellor has banned posters about a meeting discussing the rise of misogyny. 25% of boys in Australia say that they think of Andrew Tate as a role model.
25% of boys in Australia think of Andrew Tate as a role model. There's approximately 2.8 million boys under the age of 18 in Australia. Did you go through and survey them all, did you? Did you really? That's interesting. I doubt that 25% of men in Australia, young men in Australia, think that way. I think some of them watch Andrew Tate. But do you think they watch Andrew Tate because he says some things that are funny sometimes? Or do you think they watch him because they enjoy violence against women? There's a lot of claims about Andrew Tate. I mean, he's still not in jail, so they are just claims. But he doesn't seem like the type of person I would want my son looking up to, but that's not the point. We have to rely on our young men out there to make decisions for themselves. 25% is a fucking garbage number. I don't believe that for a second.
57% of Australians say that they think gender equality has gone far enough.
I agree with that, by the way.
Sexism is actually on the rise.
Says who?
Gendered violence is going nowhere.
Is that true?
The gender pay gap hasn't been closed.
Not true. It doesn't exist. It's a lie. Ladies, if you don't want to have a pay gap, don't have a baby.
The idea that there's some kind of reverse sexism going on here.
It's called misandry, the hatred of men.
And that our meeting is offensive to young men and should therefore not be allowed to be publicly spoken about.
Okay, they definitely should be able to have this, but maybe you should open your minds to the idea that you're not 100% correct all the time. That's what I'm trying to get across. Hiding in the airport women's restroom because it's the only place men won't look at me in any... What? What is this? What is happening here? Oh, you're trans. Okay, you're trans and you're hiding in the women's restroom. Okay. If that's what you want to do, mate.
I was tired of shaving my face 3 times a day.
Hang on. What the fuck is going on here?
I don't really see myself as a unique person, but to others, I'm a head turner, for sure.
Hang on. Who is this? This is Erin Honeycutt. Erin holds the record for the world's longest beard. 30 centimeters. She's got a huge beard. Erin's beard and mustache are the results of polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is a condition that causes hormonal imbalance and can result in irregular menstruation, weight gain, infertility, and excess hair growth. Holy shit. Of course she's a fucking head turner. At what point as a woman do you start growing facial hair and just go, because we've all seen old grandmas with it, at what point do you just go, you know what, I'm just going to fucking grow this fucking thing out. Who gives a shit, right? I'm going to be the hairiest woman that's ever lived. Also, by the way, if you have PCOS, it's usually just something to do with the food you're eating, so go on a diet.
I am proud of who I am, and I'm...
Oh my God, she's got a leg off too!
I'm proud to be able to show my natural self to the world.
Is that a natural self, though? You've got an illness. I mean, good on you. I hope you're having a good time, but fucking... whatever. Good on you, mate. It's an impressive beard, I'll give you that, but you do look like a truck driver.
You know what? Your dicks are so big that this is going to go on TikTok and you're going millions
it's the greens again.
You know what? Yeah. Go suck my dick. I pay you to be in your...
This is Melbourne. I can just tell you right now that this is Melbourne in Australia. It is the worst place in Australia.
There is a thing called a progression flag. Do you know what that is?
Progression.
No, what is that? Could you explain it to me?
It's a pride flag that has trans, black people, people of colour in it. All right?
I don't know what this argument was about, but I do know this, that is exactly the type of person who I would imagine that would be at any rally, who would be a Greens voter or a far left voter, or would dress like that. Ladies and gentlemen, just take this moment to take a deep breath and think of yourself extremely lucky that you are none of these people that we have seen today. All the very best. May your gods be with you. Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Be Dick Stiggs. See you later. Bye.